Throughout his political career, Geoffrey Howe was known for his softly spoken style.
Well, I think I've got a reputation for a thoughtful style, a style that tries to work out what the right answers are, that then tries to explain in a way that I think is essential in a very complicated modern industrial democracy.
Soft in style, but not in substance. He turned out to be one of the most severe chancellors of modern times, and a mighty political assassin whose resignation speech triggered the downfall of Margaret Thatcher.
It's rather like sending your opening batsmen to the crease, only for them to find, the moment the first balls are bowled, that their bats have been broken before the game by the team captain.
In 1979, many in Margaret Thatcher's cabinet were unsympathetic to her and her politics. But in Geoffrey Howe, she found a chancellor willing to pursue deflationary policies even in the middle of a recession. His 1981 budget provided a severe dose of austerity and led to a huge increase in unemployment. Thatcherites say it was the medicine the country needed. Others still see it as proof of the callous nature of Tory politics.
Yes, he's been quite vigorous, hasn't he? Quite vigorous. He's been very good. He's always so very calm.
In 1983, Geoffrey Howe became Foreign Secretary, loyal in public, but in private he clashed with the Prime Minister over South Africa and Europe. In 1989, he was demoted, and when Margaret Thatcher ruled out Britain joining the single currency, he decided he'd had enough and resigned.
As the Prime Minister discovered, Mr. Speaker, he was, after all, too big a man to endure any more of her disloyalty to himself and her contempt for his convictions.
Geoffrey Howe's resignation triggered Michael Heseltine's challenge and ultimately Mrs Thatcher's downfall. Labour's Dennis Healey, who died last week, had once said being attacked by him was like being savaged by a dead sheep, a view he later revised.
Mrs Thatcher's nature, she's very proud to say, is one of confrontation. She believes in bashing her head and hitting the other chap on the head with a handbag, and that's not Geoffrey's style at all, but he's been very careful never to oppose her in public and to express himself in a low mumble, which is his nature, but that I think has been quite effective.
David Cameron described Geoffrey Howe as a kind and deeply thoughtful man with huge courage and resolve.